With Americana, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie has written a wonderfully touching, incisive, and very funny coming-of-age tale that's both an old-fashioned love story and a sharp-eyed meditation on race, class, immigration, and identity in our rapidly changing, globalized world. Adichie's spirited and outspoken heroine, Ifemelu, grows up in Lagos, Nigeria, where she falls in love in high school with Obinza, the earnest and quietly charming son of a literature professor. The two have instant chemistry. She realized quite suddenly that she wanted to breathe the same air as Obinza and picture a future together, possibly in America, a country Obinza reveres. When teacher strikes interrupt their college lives, and Ifemelu receives a scholarship to attend university in America, Obinza urges her to take it. He tells her that he will get a visa and follow her there as soon as he completes his college degree, but harsh post-9/11 immigration policies will prevent this from happening. He will instead spend several miserable years as an illegal immigrant in London, where he is unable to find any but the most menial jobs. Eventually, he returns to Lagos, where he becomes a successful property developer, marries, and has a child. Ifemelu, meanwhile, struggles to adapt to life in America. She compares what she sees firsthand with memories of Cosby Show episodes she watched growing up. And she hungers to understand everything about America, to support a team at the Super Bowl, understand what a Twinkie was and what sports lockouts meant, order a muffin without thinking that it really was cake. Back home, she hadn't really thought of herself as black, and she's startled by how ubiquitous arguments about race are in the United States, permeating everything from romances to friendships to on-the-job dynamics. In a blog post addressed to fellow non-American blacks, she writes, "Stop arguing. Stop saying, 'I'm Jamaican' or 'I'm Ghanaian.' America doesn't care. So what if you weren't black in your country? You're in America now." Adichie has a heat-seeking eye for telling social and emotional details, and she uses that gift to convey Ifemelu's experiences with extraordinary immediacy, while satirizing both the casual racism of some Americans and the sanctimony of those progressives eager to wear their liberal politics like a badge. As a foreigner, Ifemelu notices the myriad oddities of American culture with wry humor. She notices that Americans tend to stand around and drink at parties instead of dancing, that many wear pajamas to school and underwear to the mall to send the message that they are too superior, busy, cool, not uptight to bother looking nice. She notices that they call arithmetic math, not maths, and that academic types can get bizarrely incensed over matters like imported vegetables that ripened in trucks. As the years scroll by, Ifemelu achieves success with her blog called Race-Teenth, or Curious Observations by a Non-American Black on the subject of blackness in America. She is confident in a way she hadn't been before, and after a breakup with a wealthy white businessman, she settles into a perfect-on-paper relationship with a black professor who teaches at Yale. But Ifemelu cannot stop thinking about Obinza, quote, her first love, her first lover, the only person with whom she had never felt the need to explain herself. And she realizes that the cement in her soul that she often feels is a kind of homesickness for Lagos and her family. And so, after 13 years, she decides to return home, a journey that proves as jarring as her voyage to America. Her experiences, so powerfully recounted by Adichie, become a story about belonging and not belonging in a world where identities are both increasingly fluid and defining. A story about how we are shaped by the places where we grew up and the places where we come to live.